Hi guys. So a circumstance made me take a decision to do something that I should have done a long time ago actually. So come with me while we go do the thing I went to do. Right. So I was on my way to a place. I grew up in a home where my father was a doctor, my mom was a nurse. So we always had medicine around us, like we're always around healthcare professionals. But with the kids, we didn't go that route, right? So, and then I always thought about, accident scenes, how people could actually render help, but rather these days people just bring out their phones and do recordings and post it on social media or all other media for content. And I thought, why not? Why not make a difference? Why not use this opportunity to do something you've always wanted to do? So I registered at a Red Cross training place. Is called Coast to Coast Training Center. That's their sign. And I said I wanted to know how to do the first aid, CPR, basic life support, really. And I thought, okay, fine, let's do this. So we got here. It was too early. It was closed. The place was still closed. And then a few people were here as well. I didn't want to video their faces. I didn't want to be rude. And then finally, the attendant came. He opened up the place for us. We went in, got to meet new people, got to have new experiences. Everything was looking okay. I was very tired. This was really early, guys, and it was so cold outside. So we got to our classroom, guys. We're going to learn how to do what we're supposed to do and take an exam on the same day. It was crazy for me, but I challenged myself. A circumstance made me do this. A job opportunity made me do this. So why not milk the whole situation? So these are the mannequins we're going to be working on. You can see there is a child and there is also an adult. And then this is going to be our teacher for today. He's actually a medical doctor, guys. I feel like there are lots of other things people could do to bring up many streams of income. But yeah, so he's actually a medical doctor. I think he was a medical doctor back in India from his story. But he's in Canada now teaching Red Cross and also working in medicine as well. So, multiple streams of income. Let's hustle, right? So he was writing up things on the board, things was going to teach us. Guys, this whole class was a whole day. So we got started. He was teaching us how to, you see somebody, you see an emergency, right? What are you supposed to do? Someone is lying down on the floor unconscious. Don't just get out your phones. Don't do something. You can actually be a first responder. Roll the person over to recovery position and all of that. Then he began teaching us on the mannequin, what to do, what to check for, and all of that. It was really fun, guys. And the most basic and the most popular of them all is choking. People choke all the time on little things. So here it was actually teaching us what to do when people are choking, which was great. So it was time for the whole class to participate. We got our dummies on the floor. We're going to be working on adults and babies. So he's just here teaching us the difference on what to do on an adult and don't try it on a baby. So we got paired up. I had an amazing partner, guys. My whole class was like cruise basically. So this my partner, she's actually a nurse. Like I said, I met lots of cool people. So we're trying to do everything that he had taught us for that day. This was an 8-hour class, guys. But yeah, so it was trying to teach us all to do for that day. Get your emergency kit, work on people before you call the ambulance to come help people out. You can actually do something. You can actually save a life before the paramedics come. So why not know this as a basic skill? I feel like everybody knowing this, you're just going to help save a lot of people. Like the delay is just the problem, right? So yeah, we're doing this, we're working on it. My teacher came over, he saw me, was like, yeah, you're doing a good job. That's okay. Yeah, you're good. And then I stopped for a while and I gave my partner a turn and she was doing her thing as well. I just sat down. I was so tired at this point. And then now it was time to work on the baby. So apparently what you do on adults, you don't do it on babies because babies are very, 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 very fragile. So you have to be very careful. So the press I was doing on the adult mannequin, I can't do that on a baby. As you can see, I'm just using my fingers to try to resuscitate the baby. So yeah, we just had to know the basic things. At this point, I was tired. I started playing. The whole class became funny at some point. But I mean, it was fun. And like I said, I appreciate the fact that I met lots of cool people for the first time. The class was so fun. My teacher just kept walking around, talking to all of the pairs and seeing what we were doing, to know if everything was okay. And it was. And we just chilled, relaxed, kept working on our mannequins and all. So we're done with the babies. Now it's time to go to the adults again because he was teaching us, different processes on how to work on anybody you find unconscious and all of that. So that's why we kept going back and forth with the whole thing. And then I went back with the resuscitation thing and we were trying to shock the body. So apparently he's just telling us here that when you're trying to shock someone, your hands cannot be on. That's why I have my hands off. And when that stops, you can now go back on your hand and do what you're supposed to do. And here I was listening for air, if air was coming out, to know if my, mannequin survived. Guys, these mannequins are actually very good because they actually respond like human. So you might actually check it and see if what's going on, it's actually working, like what you're doing is actually working. So for example, that mannequin now, when I was trying to listen, I could see if it was breathing or if it wasn't and all of that. So he was teaching us again another routine, another way to do the CPR on the babies as well. So guys, basically this just happened for a while. I went on a turn, my partner went on a turn, and we're supposed to work together, right? Because even if you're trying to be a paramedic and all of that, you're supposed to work in pairs. So here we were done. My partner was a darling. She kept taking everything and going all the routes. And I decided to go get something to eat because this was already half of the day. So I decided to get something to eat. There was just a Subway downstairs, guys. I shouldn't be eating this, but I was so hungry after all that manual labor. So I had to eat something. Sandwich was nice. Everything was nice. I was having a good day. I was eating, well, not so good, but eating well because I needed the energy. I needed the calories to go back. And here we're back from our break. And he's just teaching us how to tie an open injury. So where you actually see someone with an open injury, instead of allowing the person bleed out, you're actually supposed to do something. Just tie it off and cut off the bleeding. So here my partner worked on me. She tied my hand, and also used a tourniquet to do it as well to try to stop bleeding. So you don't bleed out because that's another very bad way to, go out. So this was fun. I took pictures and then we're tying off a broken bone. They also taught us how to walk on a broken bone where necessary. Just tie it up. It was funny to me. I don't even know why I was laughing so much at this class, but it was really, really, really funny to me. But yeah, my partner took pictures of me. I did of her as well. She tied my hands. This was so tight, by the way, so I didn't even know what to do at some point. But yeah, that worked. So day one was over. I took my exam that day. Since I was doing the course for 2 days, this was a basic life support class because guys, have a basic life support skill. It's just a basic thing to do so you don't panic. So this was day 2. I had a different partner. I think she worked at, I can't remember right now, I think a daycare or something, because where you work with kids, you also have to have all of these certifications done. So yes, another feather added to my cat. I did this. We basically did most of the things we did the previous day on this day. But since I was like the person that was here for 2 days straight, the teacher kept telling me, yes, we did this yesterday, remember essay? And I'm like, yes, I remember, we did this yesterday. So yes, so basically it was mostly repetitive of everything, just a slight difference with what I did the previous day and what I'm doing right now. But today you can see I'm using the mask. We didn't do this yesterday, but I'm using the mask right now for today. So that's like just a few new things that we added. So my teacher came, tried to correct us, tried to teach us new skills on what to do. I am putting my fingers under the armpits of the baby. That's a way to actually check for pulse as well. At this point, I got really tired, to be honest, because I was here the previous day for 8 hours long, and I'm here again the very next day to do something similar as well, just slight difference. So I was really tired, and then the energy was not there the way it was the previous day, and this class was a bit smaller, so I got tired. So yes, I took my exams, I passed. I'm now happy, feeling fulfilled, because I mean it's not easy to write exams at this age and pass. So it was fun. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and God bless you.